Manifesting a specific person is quite literally one of the easiest things you can possibly do.
No, 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 no. Okay, so this video was sent to me by a friend, thank you, and I thought a response was needed to, or at least using this as a educational teaching experience. I'm new to TikTok, brand new. This is my first stitch. I don't even know about what I'm doing, but I wanted to speak on this. So this particular content creator speaks about what she's essentially speaking on, and I want you to go and watch the actual video too. But essentially what she's speaking on is like manifestation and manifesting a specific person. And she speaks on how circumstances don't matter. Circumstances like whether or not they're in a relationship, whether or not you've met them in person, um, whether or not they've blocked you, things like that. But here's the thing, this kind of thinking is quite dangerous. This kind of thinking, I hate to use the word toxic because it's so overused now, but it's toxic, and it is the kind of thinking that will continue to feed unhealthy behaviors like addiction, obsession, um, limerence, even on a more like sinister side, things like stalking and so on. So this content creator speaks on operating from the 3D and how you should not operate from the 3D. You should operate from the 5D. And if you don't know what those are, very, very, very watered down. 3D is this realm, this reality. I'm in my house on planet Earth right now, in my office space, right? That's my 3D world right now, the tangible world. The 5D world is more along the lines of like very watered down other realms, the psychic realm, the spiritual realm, emotional realm, things that are felt on a more intuitive level. Again, that's a very watered down summary, right? So this content creator says, oh, you shouldn't operate from the 3D, you should operate from the 5D. I do not agree with this. You should operate and want to operate in the 3D because the 3D world is the world you're living in right now. So if you ever want to experience what it's like to actually have a healthy, happy relationship, or be with a person who wants you back at the same time, which someone who's for you is going to choose you at the same time and want you at the same time, and things will come together in a flow and not force, because the kind of teachings of this content creator in particular and others similar are more of like trying to force manifestation. And continuing on, they speak on why things like ego, lack, doubt, low vibration are preventing your manifestation. That is true. However, the ego is not all bad. The ego also protects you from things that may be potentially harmful to you. So, have you ever heard the saying, rejection is protection? Sometimes you may not be able to see it right now, but sometimes rejection is the universe protecting you from something that is not for you. So, yes, things like lack and doubt can prevent your manifestations, but sometimes the person you're focused on is just not your person. So, instead of focusing on that person, spend some time releasing lack and doubt that you can have what you deserve and manifest someone that is truly for you. Releasing the attachment to whoever it is that you think that you're narrowing in on right now. So this person also talks about the law of assumption and how circumstances don't matter, whether or not they blocked you, even if you've never met, if they're with someone else. No, those things do matter. If they block you, that's a clear, direct or indirect form of communication that they do not want to interact with you. So, again, someone who wants you, someone who is for you, is going to want you back at the same time. If you've never met, that goes into the realm of fantasy. So, instead of, if you're manifesting someone, instead of focusing on that person that you never met and that you think you want, what quality about this person is it that you like or that you feel drawn to? Then take that quality along with the other things you want and need, like, for example, someone who's actually in your life and emotionally available, and manifest that out to the universe, leaving it open-ended for someone who matches those qualities to come in, instead of focusing only on that person who doesn't even know you. And if it's them, they'll come along. And if it's not them that's for you, someone else will. But you could even be preventing yourself from someone who's even better and even more amazing than the person you think you want when you are so focused on one person. Again, that's leading into the territory of obsession and addiction and other scary things that could go in a more dangerous route. If they're with someone else, if someone was for you, there would be no other person involved in the picture. They're not for you at this time because they're choosing someone else with someone else. And also respecting someone else's situation, relationship, boundaries. Because I'm assuming that if you're into the 5D in this spiritual realm and things along those lines, likely you believe in like karma and lessons and things of that nature. So for those reasons, those things do matter. Circumstances do matter. Again, this particular kind of teachings that this particular content creator and others similar are putting out there are dangerous, for lack of better words, toxic, dysfunctional, delusional, and it's going to lead you down a path of struggle and wounds and feeling lost and confused. So manifestation requires balance. It requires divine timing. It requires self-work. And if something's not manifesting in your life that you think you want, there's several reasons that could be. But it also very strongly probably means that you need to release attachment to it overall. Because it's always better to manifest the qualities or the vibration of a person that you are wanting in your life rather than a specific person. Because if they don't choose you on their own, and let's say you do manifest them, they're likely going to leave. This is why certain spells don't work. This is why love spells don't work when you're trying to get a specific person who doesn't already want you. What's going to happen is whatever blockage, whatever issue, whatever root cause that was preventing them from being in your life in the first place is likely still going to be there. In the past, before I knew better, I have manifested people back into my life. Specific people. It blew up in my face because it wasn't supposed to be them. And when I look back on those failed connections now, I'm so thankful. I'm married now. I'm happy. I manifested someone who came on their own choosing and was a true vibrational match to my best version and best healed self when I was my most confident, when I wasn't obsessing over love and relationships and things like that. Came on his own, chose me on his own the same way I chose him. So I'll say all this to say that if you're following these kinds of teachings, I most likely you would be better off maybe getting therapy or and spending some time reevaluating why you're so drawn to this, so attached to this one particular person and so on. I don't want to see y'all in some documentary later on 10 years from now, 5-10 years from now, like so many of the ones that are coming out now due to this kind of thinking. So who's for you will choose you at the same time. Rejection is protection. Trying to manifest a specific person who is not willingly choosing you or wanting you at the same time is not a good thing. It's going to backfire in your face, and you can't mess with somebody's free will. So law of assumption, yes, assume that you can have all that you want, all that you need, all that you desire, but more along the lines of it also being in the same way in balance of them choosing you. It may not be that specific person, but open up to someone who is you're attracted to in all ways, all levels, who chooses you, and let the universe fill in the blanks of who that person is. Bye.